thank you all for coming to give all these guys win a so it's going to be 4 rounds. We're going to cut their time.
Lunch break.
Best of 1, 30 minutes. And if any have questions, but way of playing the time round is all. If you have any questions about board state ruling and like that, I am the head coach, so call me over. Try to take responsibility for players for the game. Problem happens, do not try all that you're come over. They'll just a lot. It'll be up for first place. Second. $9. Everyone set up. Okay.
Do Intrepid Sword. Evolution Incense. Shadow Rider. Great ball. Shadow Rider V. Underworld Door. Attach return. Ball. Another Shadow Rider, and then I'll pass.
30.
Yeah.
Did it say? Do you know if Applejack does weakness or resistance?
Awesome station.
No, it's
Pass.
only attacks on target. What does the ability grant you real quick?
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this effect places damage counters. It doesn't actually do damage. Is that like I know there's sometimes the worst reaction.
Doing trumpet salute.
Yep.
Oh, it's, there's a delay.
Sure. Fog crystal.
Yep.
Underworld door. Fog crystal. Catch return.
Can you issue penalties?
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's a warning.
Yeah.
Marnie. Yeah. Fog crystal. Shadow Rider. Okay, we'll max Geist for 160.
Draw. Catch return. Draw one.
Yeah.
Just draw.
Mind if I read the
Sure.
gotcha.
You can send it out too.
Memory capsule.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Gonna do trumpet salute.
Sure. Sure. Underworld door. Touch airborne. Fog crystal. Catch return. Mix back in. Quick ball. Ditto V.
Yeah, it was literally like a sub 1%.
Yeah, yeah.
Rose Tower for 1. Hero and Sons. to cut?
No, no, you're good. You're good. I didn't know you said so.
Evolution and Sons? Training court. Use it. Use my second underworld door. Great ball. Fuck creamy. Oh, max guys for knockout.
Drop turn.
Yep.
Negative energy, quick ball. Attach for turn. Draw bad for 4. Balls.
That's not mine. So that was just quick doing it in the time for pass.
Don't want. I'm gonna try it. This guy, he hand draw 7.
Yep. Yep.
Do they have a way to report parenting of themselves, or do they just tell you?
They should be able to do it on their phone.
Second left one. Let me check my deck.
Metal salsa.
Yeah.
Short game for 190.
Draw. Quick ball away, all creamy. I'll fail it. Underworld door number 1. Door number 2. I'll retreat. Get this one. And then I'll max guys for the knockout.
Touch.
Yep.
Quick ball, money.
I feel like if I got the, it would be definitely done that, but that's no chance. I'll run it over.
You.
Figured.
Rose tile.
So tonight we're doing the East Kids.
We'll do a money.
Okay.
I just have one, so
Yeah.
can shuffle it.
Probably not.
Bugging.
Well, it depends on what's in the kits, I guess.
I know. It's like 4 hours in like 2
Andrew, you won, right?
And, GSJ also got the
Metal saucer.
The Fat Dubsky. Over my boy, Samuel G.
That gave me my still going. Going to free retreat.
Yeah.
Metal transfer.
Do you have a list of players? Like a total list? You can just pick a table number. From head to tail.
We're gonna,
You don't have the list that you wrote down. You can register.
Yeah, it's up front.
I'm just going through my checklist. Salt tackle for 130.
I'll just boss up the Crobat and then max guys per game.
Good job, Papa.
Okay, next.
GG.
I saw something that you should have done instead.
What?
You
Is
should
that?
have done this.
Why?
2:30 instead. Instead of 1:30, I would have done 2:30.
Yeah, but that way, yeah, I didn't know he had a boss because as his VMAX count attaching them, so that's why I put them on.
I also, before you married me, I had a Phoebe.
I almost did not, I'm like, no, I already did Monty, because I was gonna do it that way, but, good game.
Wait, did you
I
already
actually finally got through some of my deck.
Oh, but did you already use it for playing card?
Yeah, I used mine.
If you do it.
You ready for the giveaway next round?
Wait, what?
I know someone that wants after that room.
Yeah, me.
No,
You
me.
saw the Umbreon video for that, right?
It's weird.
That's on the, that's
Yeah.
on the deck.
What?
That's so
Like I said, I can only play in, I can only beat in a pre-release.
Do it again.
You see, I have this thing, it's called integrity.
I don't.
He's an integral person. Huh? Yeah, they call me dark integrity.
They do not.
It was.
I got so What? I was gonna bring my Archie cards and make an Archie list.
Even with the baby Godzilla
I'm just gonna be sitting around here doing nothing for 12 hours. Yeah, that was.
Try second Crobat.
I just realized I watched that entire game, but I did not pay attention to a single thing that happened.
And I said it.
Except for the one turn where he attacked with Corviknight V. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And that was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You won, right?
I couldn't draw any entry this game, so I couldn't.
Like what you did, you took 0 points.
Right?
Nick better be at table 1 again.
Me and Jake made it.
Is it complete mirror?
We played the
Don't ID.
No, it says me.
I mean, realistically, honestly, 202 probably makes it.
My new deck is going to be
But I would recommend playing it out.
Claws of VMAX with Ho-Ho Reaper and Welder
He's playing Melanie.
and that's going off.
So Melanie's matchup against Calyrex is like, it's slightly better. It turns it from like a 80-20 to like a 60-40.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Also,
True. Kids trash. Wash.
I don't know. I haven't seen I haven't seen his list, bro. And I think
So I was like, yo, if you just pay for my flight to this event, I'll cut off the total.
this time I started to get down there.
how's there? Oh yeah, there's a 5
For literally a fidget spinner I got for free.
And a Crobat and a
down there.
Crobat. And a Crobat.
Alex, who won your game? You did not win your game? Okay.
Without scam. Yeah, it used to be like, you offered me to come up with companies. Like, I used to run.
All right.
He would come.
I am posting round 2.
Who's probably better?
He traded me a card on CCG.
That's what I
I
said.
needed the mimic
Papa,
thing.
check it.
I got it, Nick.
And I was like, I'm never just playing this card.
Check your phone. Match
Okay.
ups up.
Yeah.
4.
Is the matching up?
Yes, round 2 is up.
Round 2 pairings have been Alex. Find your name, find
So
your
funny.
seed.
That's me.
Okay.
Okay, 1.
JJ. Al, dude, the table is on the match.
Yeah, table 1, buddy.
Table
On
1?
stream.
On stream?
Yes, sir.
Your tail matter, your total number really does not matter. Oh, you probably just got down carried.
Is Jamie a live viewer right now?
Probably not. He's at a convention.
Tell Jamie to be a live
The convention's like the next 3 weeks, right?
Oh my god.
No, I hope not.
He said he wasn't gonna be
yeah.
here on the weekends, like the next 2 or 3 weeks.
I'll be here during the night. Different. I think they're different.
Gotcha, yeah.
Can I get the poster?
One of you got it. So, as a thank you for everyone for entering, there is a random There you go.
And that's gonna be my new water too.
Yeah, I'm a little scared to face out some defensive deck, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, good amount of call for the room from what I
Yeah,
saw.
yeah, I see why you use that.
Hypothetically, if you wanted to. I don't think we'll have to do an expanded tournament.
Why don't you send that?
Do it.
Why don't you send that poster away to Chad?
No.
Can play for it all expanded. You can do that. That is a thing here. You can do.
I'll just
I'm gonna play with
Yeah,
Reposit.
The last challenge expanded.
I think it'll be
That's
you guys,
correct.
actually.
I'm gonna play Reposit Beans with Hobo.
That's so much fun.
In Double Dragon.
I hope there's another expanded event. I broke the format again.
It's something
Since
with
you got
the
part two.
Yeah, but better. This deck's actually good.
You got some crack. What do you mean?
The deck was good for that one tournament, and it's never good again.
Sunday.
Oh, first.
Okay.
That was the first chill expanded.
Yeah. And nobody came on.
Yes, sir. Every round we were like, if you win this game, that's so depressing. This deck is terrible, and then I just kept winning. Gotta love playing Welder and expanded.
Cool.
I will go first.
Oh, is it feature match over there?
Yeah. Every match is a feature match.
Game loss.
I'm loading.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
It's fine. Just toss.
Right?
Oh, we gotta wait.
Yeah, wait.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Literally toss.
Give a double grade loss.
Is there only one match that... Alright, players, you can begin. 30 minutes.
What?
Don't cheat.
Shove turn. Focus.
Rules on point?
I gotta change my name to
Draw. Go jammer. Pass. Actually, white win, sorry.
Go. Touch. Switch. Research.
Yep. You have 160 on you. So I did 20 and then I have how?
20 on this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
60 plus 30.
Money.
Attached to you.
I'm not gonna cut.
Okay.
Solve. Middle door.
Okay.
Yes.
Black crystal.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Quick
Roll over.
energy switch. And level ball.
Mm-hmm.
Black crystal.
Quick ball.
Mm-hmm.
Level ball.
I'll go with Dark Knowledge. I'll leave it with Switch.
Turn. Pass.
Quick ball.
Pete, the battery on this is running low. You might want to get the charger. For this one.
Take the back.
Okay.
I think the one in the front should probably work. They're both Chromebooks, right?
You get 5. Yeah, you get 5.
Black crystal.
I meant get the charger.
The charger is like through the hole that all the cables are in. I'm not dealing with that.
Okay, however you want to do it. It's like half battery. It's not dying yet, but I just figured I'd just wait. Yeah.
Jamie Awesome. Shadow versus Togekiss.
Question mark.
Yes, sir.
Max lands for 250.
Switch. Put up for 3.
game's so good.
That's why I put.
Underworld
What?
Door 2.
That's why I put it in my list originally.
Mm-hmm.
Underworld Door 3. Makes sense. Valid.
You know, mine was done, so that's the other one.
That good. And next was we're not down.
Draw.
Toss that in.
Diaphragm wings. Pass.
Shot. Quick ball. Take your side.
Follow landing for knockout.
I open all my stuff. That's the problem. Some for content, some just because,
Train card.
by some I mean a lot, why not? So,
Yeah.
so I was like, hey, as we were both in by like, almost another box. Yeah, nice.
Underworld Door.
Jamie and shit, I think it's real to do. I was fun. I haven't.
Makes sense.
Imagine having a whole
Uppercut.
button. I should probably start doing it online next time. But I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Are you gonna engage with Jamie in the chat or what?
Underworld Door 2.
You gotta throw some poggers in there.
I can't chat.
Get the people going.
I
Energy
can't chat.
recycling.
Log in on your phone.
The cord's not working.
Just go on YouTube on your phone.
Yeah, but look, I have to like hold it like this. You gotta pump the viewers.
Uppercut. And I just want to see your discard real quick. Cards in hand?
0.
0.
Oh, yeah, you usually get it.
I'll pass.
Whenever it's the bank.
Draw. Diaphragm wings.
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Sure. Touch. Train card.
USB transformation.
Oh, right. Okay. With that. Balloon. Toss. Underworld Door.
Yep. Good game.
Good game.
one.
No supporters.
Yeah, I saw your game. I saw you had the Moltres, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, that's why I brought it. I brought it because obviously the Moltres one such a Shadow Rider.
Yep.
The Togekiss with the powerful goes
Mhm.
to 140, and then plus the 190 is a 330 for Urshifu.
Yep, yep.
Plus I have the quick shooting.
Yeah, I was scared.
I actually have a facing Urshifu with this deck, guys. So
Only one here.
Yeah, I was thinking everyone was gonna play Urshifu today, but it turns
Yeah.
out everyone's playing Shadow
Yeah,
Rider
yeah,
and counters to it.
I think my hardest matchup that I face with this deck is definitely Ice Rider. So.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't
if
get
we
it.
trip the Ice Rider turn 2, I'm dunzo.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah. I just can't do anything about that.
Well, good luck with the rest of your games.
Well, man.
Thanks. Does 2-1-1 make it into cut?
Probably.
Probably. Assuming I'm next, so.
We might hit Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I was doing last night, the guys that were over there, one of them pulled all our Rayquaza of me, and I was like, he literally goes up to the front, he goes, someone said that you really like Rayquaza, and he shows it to me, and I was like, fucking hate you. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I only hate you because you made it a point to show it to me.
Yeah. So you didn't make an offer for it?
No, because I know how much it is.
Could you say like
I won.
$80?
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do 80 right now. I can just buy stuff at the moment for content.
You could.
I pulled the Glaceon VLR last night.
That's good.
your name and find your seat.
Who's at table 1?
Jake and Nick.
Smells like something. Do you smell something?
I'm guessing that's.
You're over here. Papa, come over here.
Will 202 just make it?
There's something burning.
You should.
Is anybody in here on fire?
Yeah.
What's your record?
I'm
burning. Do we ID?
The pairing, yeah, the pairing should be out.
There's 10 people. We ID.
We're table 1 though, right? The very we just played up.
ID and play for straight. Should we ID?
Okay, now the burning smells really strong.
That's really bad.
202 is safe, right?
Oh, we are next to Rap City. Is Rap City on fire?
That's what I was saying. Are they on fire over there?
Go open the
It's
door.
really fun to do this. It's really strong.
What's resident of my truck that exploded in the parking lot?
No, it smells like something's on fire. Oh wow.
I'll do it.
My car's out there on fire.
No, I think it's really strong.
It's gotta be coming from that shit car.
It has to be.
Somebody having a really intense stroke right now.
0% tie rate. Enable IDs. Enable data source.
We've been doing
You're not allowed to.
I'm not allowed.
You're most certainly not allowed to show them.
I think I'm gonna land
So just look it up on your phone.
one sit after this.
Does 202 make cut? Guaranteed.
Pretty sure.
I feel like it's like too RNG set up.
Oh. What?
I think it's mostly muffled.
Let me look.
I don't know, you have it.
You need it to be max turn to like the max max turn.
You don't.
I think we're good.
Well, you guys gotta make a decision. You guys have to.
I'll do whatever.
I don't know, I think it's.
No cause for alarm. They're defrosting the walk-in freezer to our right in Rap City, and they're using a torch apparently to do that. So,
Nice.
yeah, there's a little insight into the biz.
We can ID now, and then
Except for the chemicals we can do.
I think, depending on who we match, we can decide to ID next round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that.
You're IDing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll pick
Not
the
yet.
Photo stream.
Play for the stream points.
I think we're good. We'll definitely see after this round what it's looking like. Easier to tell. I also just don't want to play.
I never played Drive. That's oh shit.
I think since we're running dash, we beat Steve.
So you want me?
I'm gonna I watched it.
If he wins, it's gonna be like 3 Shadow Riders.
And like the
Been one poor guy.
one of the headshots over there.
Yeah.
Like,
I could never play that.
oh yeah, you guys did use that torch. I'm like, what?
I might actually imagine like an old fashioned like bulletin board.
Really slowly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're using like a hairdryer.
But yeah. No cause for
I'll kind of scam last round.
It's a good time.
Likes
We
to
do,
core
like,
scam.
fire exits.
Playing
We have
scams,
fire
rusty
exits.
swords.
So
Yeah,
optimal,
rusty
bro.
shield.
We have a fire exit.
Oh, did I bring
Or the promo Shadow Rider, Rapid Dash,
Everybody remain calm.
Phoebe.
Free. So free.
Okay, it's happening.
No, you can't say
What?
you can't say that.
Calmly run
You can't say that.
The office.
Fire. Well, no, if there is, yeah, but if there isn't.
Well, I'm just in the event of a fire, calmly get back to it.
Wait the dance floor.
I was playing today.
Dude, I think I lose to that. I think I just get active trapped from bind down and lose.
Yo, you just told me bench Calyrex.
True.
What?
Did you?
Is everyone set up?
You might be killed.
Alright, you
but
guys,
fire?
you guys can
Yeah.
start.
I will
Got it, Bouse.
Ows.
But it doesn't, it's not really.
Hoping it's for ourselves over.
Good luck.
Nice. I don't know how to do this. 60 card mirror? No clue. Y'all on your own.
Okay.
Like I'm just too like
Well, they ID, so.
I'll just do the fun. You got down third.
I can't believe it.
Come on now.
I can't believe you.
It might not matter.
Pass.
Draw.
I don't know, dude. You know what's the nice thing?
Crate ball.
Drew. Yeah, if you two get screwed, nobody cares.
Yes! Let's go! Rayquaza VMAX!
Maybe that smell was bad.
Damn.
Okay.
Going back in. Cloud Crystal.
Let's go Force Gang.
Rapidash.
Sauce. I'm not sure that's even how you're supposed to play the matchup right now.
I think that's the only way to play the matchup.
What are you guys talking about?
How do you even use the dash? Like, in this mirror?
Dash, bro?
Just go
The
for it.
dash is digi, the schedule busy.
I don't even know if you can play it this matchup.
I don't know.
I think, well, I can't say.
Has to remain impartial.
I have a theory about how I would play this
We'll
matchup.
test it out.
Well, they're not actually playing.
I know, but I don't want to give them advice for like how to play in future rounds.
Attach.
Mhm.
I'm an innovator.
True. Y'all are imitators.
I'm gonna be glad to write about this in my my article covering the tournament. This is my CC from
Yeah.
you.
Sure.
Do people get stamps?
The people who had them, but I forgot to tell everybody to sign up.
We
Wow, $5 now.
Hey yo.
That's one pack of Evolving Skies.
True. Could be the Alt-Art Rayquaza VMAX.
I want the Ultra
I will make an announcement before the
I'm gonna research a boss.
So lucky.
And then when we do the payouts, we can just
Court, go.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys aren't actually playing. You shouldn't have played the court.
Yeah.
There's no reason you play that there.
Four.
Why?
I think you guys are just gonna have to play out your next rounds.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, wait.
The court?
Yeah, because there's gonna be a lot of X1s. I would not be sitting for 202.
Yeah. The court in this situation doesn't help you. You just play it, you don't use it, you pass. It can help him, but it doesn't help you. So you're giving him an advantage when you're not giving yourself an advantage. So it makes sense to just keep it. Because if he Marnies you, oh well, he plays courts too.
Think in your dome face.
Use!
Still very new to this game. Give me a break.
But here's the thing: would you rather us not tell you? Would you rather us go hard on you, or not tell you?
True that. So true, bestie.
Moved by Mr.
I mean, I gave you elite. I talked you through your matchups. I was not gonna let you play a 2/2 line of all creepy in your deck.
I don't even know if Rapidash is correct here. That for 3.
double Evo?
No.
You actually failed the first instance.
All right, Pete. You know what, man? I asked my opponent.
I don't care. Let's go, baby. We got 6 likes on the stream.
He's literally cracked, guys.
Jamie and I are the only people who have said something in chat.
Should we move ID? Probably not.
Sash for
Probably
turn.
shouldn't move ID.
No.
Yeah. No?
Door.
I'll come on next round.
3 ball.
I think 2 on 1 is a bubble.
202 though. That's higher than 2 on 1.
Right, but I don't think you guys should ID.
Right, you're saying 2
If,
on 1
if there's 2
2
202s, 2 on 1, I don't think we'll make it.
I'm not gonna meet 2 on 1.
Okay. That's
How's the glare, Pete?
what I was saying. It's fine. It's actually gotten really good.
If I'm 202, I don't care what 2 on 1 makes
The
it.
only problem is the incense in the discard pile. I like the discard pile for Jake, but it doesn't really matter. It's not. It's still visible.
Yeah.
When Steve had a full art all creamy V, that was kind of giving it some problems. It's too blinged out.
Too much money.
Drip too hard.
You're too hard. Don't stand too close.
Am I gonna drown after wave speed?
Yes, sir. I still haven't called my best.
World War
So are we going out after the draft?
Yeah, we'll meet up with Tyler and them. Well, we'll coordinate afterward. We'll see what they're up to. And then we'll figure it out. And if they already went out, then we can just go out.
Yeah.
Because don't matter.
Go to Smoky Bones, and as they're leaving, we sit down.
I do not want to go to Smoky Bones. If we're not going with them, I don't want to go.
Well, where would we go?
I mean, I guess if we go for the late night menu, I'm fine with that. The late night menu is value.
Their pulled chicken's really good.
Oh yeah, you didn't even get anything. Well, you can't eat anything on the menu, right? On the bar menu.
I mean, I can.
Some bar maxis, bro.
But I
Bar
probably
Mexico.
won't.
Bar Downski.
Are the donuts on there?
Yeah.
I might get donuts.
Donuts,
as well.
chicken, not pulled chicken.
Their pulled chicken is
You're both
really
looking
good.
balloons.
Definitely better than their brisket.
Pass.
Especially with a spicy barbecue sauce. Ooh.
Under
Oh,
door.
whoops.
My pie.
I do not mind.
Short door.
I'm searching under the table.
Huh?
You're searching under the table, bro.
Stand up. Where's the Greninja?
Yeah, is that grenade right gonna follow you up, buddy?
Right on my ass. On my butt. Under door number 2 to my El Creamy B max.
You got it, buddy.
Yeah, go for it. Go run it up.
Great ball.
Like, guy on the left is bad. Hey, yo.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate the consideration.
Fail. You're welcome.
But yeah, folks, don't forget there's a hot mic there.
Catch return.
Yeah, don't reveal your innermost secrets to the screen.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Pick one mayor.
Still no air balloon?
How about research?
There you go.
Research.
What did you discard?
Research training board.
Gotcha.
So if we ever do a winter box game, we should
No
just have
shot.
starting entry be
Oh, there we
15.
go.
And stuff.
There's a hot mic.
Yeah. Guys, it's gonna be public knowledge eventually.
Next thing we do, $100 entry, like a 10K. Oh my goodness.
Third door.
Like down the.
It's you can swap it with a V in your discard pile.
250. Alright.
But if Ditto V is in play for a turn, and
Just
then you
evolve it
swap
that
it, you can evolve it right away.
You want to commentate top four?
I shouldn't have evolved it, you said?
No, I'm gonna be
I don't know what
watching.
you said.
Oh.
Chris is gonna be watching.
Well, I'm gonna have to sit.
Draw.
We'll sit with that.
Anytime what Ditto's eat.
Yeah.
How it works. Card's insane.
Commentary for the top 4 matches. Give your in-depth analysis about the game.
And here it looks like we got Nicholas Hinkbev going for his second underworld door of the turn.
You're definitely not. Yeah. You're live.
Door.
Yeah.
Evo.
Sure.
Evolve.
I have not. I don't know. You can go for it.
What?
We sent the pack break stream and nobody joined. I thought we were gonna be getting. I thought they were gonna be joining and trolling, but they did not join.
There's some
I was
issues
so
occurring.
sad. Huh?
There might be some issues in that chat.
Yeah, there would probably have been some issues if specific people joined. Probably just a few.
I joined the 1,000 pack thing when I was at home, and like I put in the chat, and they just like didn't know who I was. They just acted like they didn't know.
Fog crystal.
I typed in the pack rates. I was trying to engage people in the chat, and the people who are opening the packs were literally shutting me down.
Yeah.
They put people.
All I asked was I can't this on.
Chris.
Yeah, no, language.
My fault, my fault.
Let's move away from the mic.
And it might be cold.
Let's go over here.
Attach return.
Yeah.
I told him. We're trying to get the people going.
6, 8. I literally just lose because you went first. I think.
Why people happy?
Kind of a matchup.
We're turn for turn.
Well, this matchup is not fun. I'd rather ID play it. So 2-on-1's a bubble and 2-on-2 is good.
That's not what I was saying. But I don't think I'm supposed to tell you. So
So that 2-on-1's a bubble, 2-on-2 is more match points.
that's not. I
If you're saying if I lose next round, then I'll be on. Yeah, I understand that. But if I just ID next round, then I don't have to worry about being 2-on-1.
Yeah. I'm not sure what
Never
the
mind.
right play was there.
I shouldn't say.
Like putting yourself up in the active definitely set me up to take the knockout. I think if you take the press knockout, there's no way I can have energy to quick turn KO you. And that was the better play.
Steve, who won your game?
I won.
Okay.
Retreat.
He's 3-0. That'll be good. If I hit Steve. Oh, I have. Yeah, he already hit. Right.
No, he has not hit Steve.
I'm good if I ID. Hell yeah.
I will show everybody standings before the next round.
Okay.
Wait, everyone can just look at them themselves on the
Yes.
list.
It's on the. Okay, yeah, that's pretty big.
It's not bad, but it's like, then what do you do? Okay, tonight if you're losing, what else?
Only issues, I'm down 2 boss already. My opening like churches. So I have to slightly irritated.
Boss out of Premi.
Remy. Sure.
Wednesday here. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, that's the drive for
She's visiting from out states. She wanted to play
And then I am going to leave her home there.
It goes to 120
Goes to 100.
or goes to 100.
Yes.
So it
It does 220.
does 220. Okay.
You just want my dice bag?
Huh?
You just want to use my dice bag?
Sure.
I have number die here as well.
6, 6, 6.
I'm still sad that I need to buy a new dice bag.
Draw. Return.
Oh yeah, she's seen some love.
I've only had it for like 3 years.
Underworld door number 1.
Okay.
Underworld door number 3.
Did you skip 2?
Training for Underworld door number 3, part 2. I might lose actually. Arnie?
The only problem is that it takes 300.
That a ditto week.
You know it.
A week. Attach for turn. I will Libra Horn that one.
Does that have 3 energy on it?
That's has 1 now. As an air balloon. So I'll Libra Horn that.
Okay.
I was down too many bosses early.
Who won your game? Cade? He won. They won.
That's good for me. Is it?
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Draw.
Waiting on. Oh!
Door.
Alex scooped. That's right.
Great ball.
That was a round done.
No, I think Pat and Nick are still back.
Oh, that's the feature match. Father and son. Or is he father or grandfather?
Father.
Okay.
Hey man,
I never-
if I can still do that at that age, I probably would. Just saying.
Huh? You know?
Tor 1.
Should be good. He won.
It's gonna be 3 Shadow Riders and something else.
Probably.
Yep.
Sounds fun. Can't wait.
Boss that out.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna psychic.
Yeah, that's not good. Next game, right?
Right now, so
Like
one
it's
of
so hot for your boy.
one of the 2 ones are gonna get down paired. One of
I
you is
can't
gonna
run
get
in boss in the
paired
same
with
turn.
Steve.
So
Can't.
do you have a boss in your hand?
I do not.
Okay. Well, I do.
So if the down pair
Under
wins,
a door,
Depending on how hard I whiff.
basically. Fog crystal. Unfortunate.
Yeah, they're probably gonna be the first one.
Boss up, the want energies.
Okay.
And then I will knock it out. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
how much damage did it have on it?
I Libra Horn.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely dead. Draw. Attach for turn. And then.
Oh, yeah, you did that too. Yeah, I prized my last boss and I didn't draw the other one off my thingies. Damn, I prized the boy.
Not the Phoebe. Completely irrelevant in this
Oh,
matchup.
yeah. I hit 2 decks with Zam already.
I kept it in because I was like, I feel like someone's gonna do it, you know?
Because they were playing like multiple Zams.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of outs.
I don't think I would have been able to beat quad Zams. So I only had the one maybe out.
So I got Phoebe, then the promo Shadow Rider
Yeah,
is
do you want
good.
a promo Shadow Rider?
And then Rapid Dash. And then they can always like Sweet Splash if you need to.
Yeah, I have one promo Shadow Rider.
That's what I run.
So yeah, we're just waiting on Pat and Nick.
I'm just gonna ID with whoever I get paired against.
Yeah.
And we can just play for fun if you want.
Yeah, but if we ID, are we still guaranteed cut?
I think so. I think depending on who it's Steve is like guaranteed. And then if you get down paired, then you might have to.
So you get down paired, you have to play it out, and if we hit Steve, you ID.
Probably.
I think so.
Sounds right.
202 should
But
be
you
good.
probably get down paired into the Zam deck.
True.
Which is kind of sus, but it's not that bad. Because they also have Zacian, so you can always just.
Yeah, but I hit Alex, so you have. Oh, but resistance doesn't matter.
If it's clean, it shouldn't. But
Alex is 0-3 though, so if its resistance matters, then you're getting hurt against Steve, and I'm not.
that pairings don't matter in resistance.
12:30.
So what happens if you split finals?
You each get half a box.
18 packs a pop.
You each get half a box, $15. Don't split.
Hard to
It doesn't.
split.
It's, yeah, it's not really that
Hard to
worth
split,
it. Like even if you lose, you still get $30.
Yeah. That's a few Mon Horizons 2 packs.
We don't have any.
Drop boosters too?
Go for it. Draft boosters.
Start the fetches?
Take 2 cards today.
Oh yeah,
Get rid of them.
I need an ETB and put it all in there.
Take one.
I will.
Like Shining Fates or something. Take one of the cheap ones, or just a plain one.
I think he sells them for $1 anyway.
The cheap ones, yeah. Some of them are like more expensive.
The scam ones, I know.
The those are like 8 or 9. Evolutions is like $50
for a EGB box.
empty box. The Lost Thunder one I have, if it was in good condition, I could sell for like 40. But it's not. So
That ceases to amaze me. Holy crap.
yeah, ETBs are really dumb. I'm gonna go see at what point of the game they're in.
How many 2-1s are there? Are there like any other than them? What's Pat and Nick's record? They're 0-2. Oh, there's 2 2-1s. Oh, Andrew.
Andrew's 2-1. Who else is 2-1?
They're 2-1 behind you. The Zam. So what's Andrew playing? Oh, the Togekiss.
Togekiss, but he has Moltres V in his deck.
Was it fine?
I just use that for me.
Oh, that's a card that exists.
True. It is a card that exists.
Get your Alcremie and Ditto in play.
Still don't even know how Ditto works.
So if on your bench, you can swap it with the V in your discard pile.
You put the
And so-
Ditto in the discard pile, put the V on your bench.
But
and
none
then-
of the energy damage counters goes with it.
Everything stays. Turns in play, energies, damage
So if
counters.
you have it in play for a turn and you swap it with the Shadow Rider V, you can immediately evolve into a V.
Everything on the Ditto stays.
Yeah.
That's where I was confused.
Yeah, the Ditto like turns in play, damage counters, whatever. So then like they knock out like y'all creamy, you can get a second one, you just go like you like rod back in the other VMAX.
So Sam, you're scooping?
Yeah, I have no chance to make it at 2-0, so you sure?
You don't. So it's gonna be clean.
Well, yeah, because they're playing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this is a win. Doesn't he miss if Steve wins? Or Steve loses if they tie?
They tied.
We died?
You two.
Alright, so before we start round 4, just one announcement. So we have a store credit payout system, and everyone who enters gets $1 in store credit for entering the tournament. So when the tournament, when
So
the
nice,
rounds
bro. You
end,
can get, like,
you
2
can go
coins
and
with
set
that.
up at the front counter, and everyone gets $1.
2 whole ass coins.
After this round finishes, we're gonna post the top 4 standings. I'm gonna
He does
take
better than
your
buying a
decks,
coin.
and
True,
everybody else
true.
will
Free
go.
coins are better than paying $1 for a coin.
So, thank you guys for coming. This is the last round. And I'll just wait for you guys to set up.
Like tails.
And again, I don't know if anyone planned on sticking around, but at 6 o'clock there is another stream, which is,
Yeah. So whichever one of you wins, you need to give us.
you know, like 5-ish, like 5:30, whatever. So that's $30, and then you get a pre-release kit. And there's prizing based on there. Four, and then the leftover kit, and then there's 2 packs in the prize pool for
You're going first?
You can get rid. You can throw that away now.
We good? Yeah, we don't. Yeah. So, have you guys started yet?
No.
Right? Okay, no. Just wanted to make sure. We're waiting on one more time.
Winner of this makes cut.
I lost against Steve, who had Shadow Eye.
I shouldn't have ID'd against Nick. I beat him anyways. And he hit Steve after. I would have been guaranteed cut.
We can both do deck checks.
It'll take like.
I just want to do something.
I think it's good enough that it might merit a second copy, depending on
It didn't matter. Alright, you guys can begin.
Ready?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Rain, rapid dash.
Draw. Free ball.
How many names do you write?
Hang on, it's good.
Well, you have a decent match. Oh, okay. Well, this round is going to be
Who is left now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Might be going back in.
I don't understand. It's like there are some.
I'm not.
So, when this finishes,
Depends on when you play it, but.
I'm gonna clock out until 6.
I'm just gonna clock out for the day.
I'm not gonna cut this game.
Okay, I won't either.
Court, and your go.
Draw. Capture energy.
Was there a dark energy in there?
Yes, there was. Our flame wings. Foul. And pass.
Draw. Attach. Research. Also the bench mole trace.
You already researched.
Already researched, my bad. Well. Roll back. Okay, and then pass.
Draw. Take it again. There you go.
You're probably gonna give another one.
Super.
Hey, Cade. Can I see your deck for deck checks?
That's the one thing I don't like about this deck is it gets you like really sometimes. Like if you don't get your these down, you go after your maxes. Once you're set up, you can get two maxes.
Whoops.
Pass.
I'm sure they'll.
Actually, can you put it in box?
Yeah.
Who knows if it'll be improved or not. Yeah, there's still like 80 more cards or something like that.
That was VMAX, right? Yes.
Yeah, yeah, no, I really think Roshi's just gonna perform that over. I think that's so stupid. No way. Like, yeah, the other VMAX pretty much, but yeah, it's just now more of a 9-card package instead of one. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'll keep it placed up in case it's actually good. It's gotta be something
Oh, it's
that
probably because someone showed the alternate phase to you.
right, right.
I would treat this one. Psychic.
Unless I get past you know, I'm all set, but I appreciate all of it.
Pass.
So with the chat, I'm sure they'll buy it.
Yeah, how much you want? What's it going for 280?
The Ray VMAX alt or Umbreon? Ray is still above 300 on TCG. Chad himself might want to buy it, but I know the store wouldn't buy it.
That's really awesome.
Who is he again, sorry?
He's the orange haired guy up front.
Who has one share?
Does he not?
Kate, are you needing anything for your dash deck?
Pretty sure he does.
Or
He
you
definitely
anything
does.
else on one day?
You can tell because he's a giant beard. That it's pretty messy.
You don't have that like that work.
Can I have your deck?
Oh yeah. Research.
Leave it in the box.
If you use their
Ooh.
So rude.
Let's go.
because what does it do?
2 energy, copy it.
I forgot about 2 boxes.
On
Or
your
is that just mine?
I do.
Okay.
Attach retreat.
Genesect is
I see.
2, 1. I think you can attack next. They need to reveal a better attacker.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Genesect
right now
does
it's not
190.
enough, but like if they reveal an attack that's a little bit better.
Oh, sure.
There's what's the one? The Malone is like okay, but it's very situational.
Notch. Pass.
60 times. And so you could hit one shot with that, but it's just
Shooting.
Oh, yes, I
60 times your number of
Yes.
yeah, I just didn't really have a good hand. I already did his first attack, and yeah, I just sat down and had enough shadow riders to charge it up.
Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Energy switch. Tree. He wants this. Cards in hand.
Yeah. I mean, there's honestly no reason why.
That's what I'm saying.
football that Marnie?
Some of this,
Yeah.
people can advertise.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. It's but like I said, we would obviously have to
Research.
$10. We could give up the box. The only thing is that I don't know if we would.
Quick shooting, active.
Whatever. I mean, I want to do it.
Two quick shootings. Second level ball. You want me to shuffle?
Whatever. I'm not making it. But.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Max flag for 140.
He won his.
Is that copy?
Can I go?
Yep.
Training cord to bounce your peak. Evolve.
Yeah, they have.
Jetpacks, comments?
Yeah, that's some rocket.
Training cord basic psychic back to my hands.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I've ever read it up there.
Underworld door. Evo incense.
No, very good.
Before I left for
If I don't know, crummy VMAX.
It was so when I first found out about it, there were these guys who were using it. Like I had a like, so I just showed up and then they were there. So I was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. I'm just gonna farm home. And then eventually, like just through like playing, like tell me do this and like that, they got better. And then Azul started like I was like I told everyone, so then everyone started coming.
Yeah.
And when I wasn't the person who ran it, they used to play best of 3. They would be there till like midnight or 1 in the morning. And the owner had no
Touch
problem.
return?
Like, it was
Yep.
really fun.
Yeah.
So then eventually,
Marnie?
like they kind of ran kind of fell out of it. I took over, and then all of a sudden when I took over, they were like, "You need to be doing this." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." It was like super because it like a new guy or something. So, and then there was one
Evelyn?
night where like we didn't play, we just played like a 4 game. And then he was like, "Okay, you're all out of here." So
Wait, do you have 140 or 160? On your active.
Forte.
I'm pretty low-key person. I don't so then we went to go second, third, fourth. They how consistent they do is so they charge $5. We split $6.
That's cool.
Gonna rod that back into my deck.
I've never got the later. No worries. So I like used to go to his, Pokemon that you get on Saturday, right? Yeah.
Once
Bat for 4.
Yeah, I got nothing on this one.
yeah, because I have to run tonight. I think I'm
Evolve.
gonna clock it.
Underworld door number 2.
Yeah, I used to go to League in the game council too. Was the second thing I went to. So I got
Going to retreat.
the first league I went to was
I'm gonna Lieberhorn your active and pass. When you attack, it does end your turn.
You know what?
He You are not allowed to attack and then pass.
What if I decided that Lieberhorn wasn't going to end my turn, and then I was allowing Andrew to take his turn after that? What do you think about that, Pete?
Sounds like you don't have a
Man.
choice.
So they would be like just kind of hanging out, not doing
Back
anything
on
else, just whatever. And the kids would also do that, and then they would go into the store. So the store was like, no, you have to play. If you're here, you have to play. You can't trade. So the last three
Back on.
it was like, no, I'm talking about like CCG.
Energy search. I'm also gonna
That's
scrapper
the
that
I
over
went to
there.
my first move. I went there for
Scrapper
like
there.
2 years.
And energy search.
What'd you say? Ben?
He scrapped my air balloon, and now he's energy searching.
No, John said something to everyone.
And again, I think people are forgetting to do periodic reminders.
Oh, okay. So yeah, then I went to a city's game council, and it's way bigger, way bigger than my house. And they were like,
Thatch.
Yeah, I only started after Worlds.
Dire Flame Wings.
Yeah, you know, I went to Dragon. I was like, oh, 15 minutes from my house. Like, might as well. Dumbass, I couldn't leave the World Cup.
oh yeah.
I went back to back.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause, you know, I was like week 2 of not playing or something like
You
that.
won that event, right?
No. I did better the second one. I won
Retreat.
the League Cup right before Celtic.
Okay.
At the Nationals. But yeah, so
Quick
that's
shooting.
where we're going, is, you know, super close. There's double midnight one of those in my house.
Quick shooting him.
Just once?
I think.
Yeah, and they also charge a lot.
I think twice. Twice gets him to 140 left, right?
Yes, he does.
And then I'm gonna quick shooting. Alpha maybe next.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use Aura Burn for nothing.
We have a time limit. We have to do chop cut, and then we'll lock up.
It's your turn.
Like single elimination. It's actually exactly like what
Can't.
you already made out like a bandit. You already
Draw return.
Yo, can you orange justice one time?
Dude, do it for the nookie, bro.
Come on, Sam gave you his poster guy. I feel like you owe us one.
Manual attach.
Any your favorite dance, whichever one you want. Can you do the
Training court. Underroll door.
Oh yeah.
Underroll door 2. Evo incense. Evolve.
We're not gonna tell you unless you orange justice. And
Crystal. Underroll door.
Patrick won his round.
Wall crystal.
Yeah. Pete's
Fail.
over there. I'm just the judge.
Are we sharing tonight as well?
Probably not. It's basically a pre-release.
Yo, if I told my dad to shut up,
Yeah, I get my ass beat. Sorry.
I've also spent a lot of
Max Geist.
packs already.
shooting Crobat twice.
Okay.
I'm gonna quick shooting upgrade VP Max once. Upgrade.
Did you see the one for Olympus guys? No. Raise it up. It's so green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing as that. But it's like, why are they going to that people?
Orban.
Yeah, they did.
I don't think this one's that bad. Yeah, it's I was thinking you could play like, I think the Beyond Bees is like really good. And I think just going attached to Beyond Bees, you can already put all of these ahead. So we'll see.
That's I was trying to copy again. It's shit like cards. I was like, I think the Leafeon is probably the best.
Manual attach.
I was like, here, this is very simple, like very straightforward, you know.
Walk down in mine.
Bench.
Good luck to the top four.
Did you guys get your stamp for entering?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay. Alright, cool. So we come back for the sealed event?
And that's at what, 6 or so?
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Okay, so we'll be at like about 5:30. This is gonna use the store.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good luck to the top four.
Bye.
Bye.
Court.
He did last time. He ripped.
She must whisk 4 away.
Lost for game.
There you go, you got it.
Yeah. Good game.
Andrew, can I see your deck?
Yes. Is the Zamazenta in top 4?
Yeah.
Fuck. Kinda sucks.
Two shot riders and
You auto lose to Zam, I think.
Yeah.
Just don't hit it and you're fine.
don't you have Moltres though?
Yeah, I have Moltres. And I have
Check, check. 1, 2.
That's the only reason I have path is for shadow, right?
Alright, hold on.
Check.
Alright, ready? Look at the camera. Alright.
Testing.
Or is this one for
Testing.
facing the winner?
Whoever wins is going into finals.
You're in the semifinals right now.
Testing.
So unfortunately, if you lose, there is no prize money. But if you win, you are guaranteed at least $30 in store credit.
I wish we could just tie.
I can hear the music right now.
That would cause problems.
Hello?
I just take
Testing,
my entry,
testing.
like what I paid for entry.
We're good?
If it was a bigger event, like if more people showed up,
I can
sometimes
hear,
it's
yeah.
split. You just put all the prizes that were in cut to a pile and then disperse them evenly.
Yep, okay.
But since not many people showed up, it's not really good.
Alright guys, welcome to the very first Win-A-Box tournament here at AwesomeCGG in Londonderry, New Hampshire. This is our first top 4 match. On the left we have Cade, and on the right we have Andrew.
Turn that off so you can feedback.
Good to hear.
So we have some pretty interesting decks here. Not really very typical that you would see at the top tables, but hence they have made it this far. And so first of all, a disclaimer that this tournament is in the post-rotation format without evolving skies. So the post-rotation format will be
Jake, where are you on the
Sword and Shield to
What are you doing?
Chilling Reign.
Dude,
And that is the format these players are playing in today.
Become a caster.
So once again, on your left is Cade, and he's going to be playing a interesting Nation Zamazenta list.
Like
And
like sometimes on YouTube when I
sort of
watch
like a
like
wall deck.
CCGO finals, like and they're commenting, I'm like,
You know, you have
how
your
do they just like no?
cards such as Rusted
Yeah, like when
Shield
they
and
do
Rusted
their-
Sword
They have both
to boost your Zacian's damage and give your Zamazenta more HP.
Yeah,
But the
they-
Players'
they
Cup
feel
was
like-
only
Plays
one.
against the ever popular
The
VMAX
Players Cup was
decks.
also pre-recorded.
True.
On Andrew's side, he's playing an interesting Togekiss VMAX with Galarian Moltres deck. And I think we're gonna see the players start to get the coin flip and get going here.
Mind if I use your counters? I forgot mine on the table.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like I said, this was the first ever Win-A-Box tournament here at AwesomeCGG
I'll go
in Londonderry, New Hampshire. And
Alright.
this is round 1 of top 4. So these players will be playing a best of 3 set to determine who moves on to the finals, and the finals will be as such as well. Okay,
Don't worry, I'll put down 6s.
looks like both players have a basic Pokemon here, so it's going to put out some prizes and we're going to get going.
You guys are good to go.
Okay. Good luck. Draw.
Alright,
Dark energy.
here we go. See Andrew starting with that Togekiss and that Moltres on the bench, and he's going to quick ball a Dark Energy away on his first turn, which is very good. That's exactly what he wants to be doing to get that Moltres powered up. If you guys don't know, Galarian Moltres V has an ability that lets it accelerate a Dark Energy from the discard pile to itself once per turn. So Andrew's going to be able to go ahead and do that on his first turn, which is very nice. And we see on Cade's side, he started with that Zamazenta V, which is going to be pretty big in this matchup for sure. Andrew has ways around it with his Galarian Moltres V, but he only plays 2 copies. And we're going to see, just like I said, that ability, Dire Flame Wings, and he's going to pass his turn to Cade, and we're going to see what this deck's all about. So, he goes with a Capture Energy. That's great for this deck, just allowing him to set up his Pokemon like Zacian to utilize Intrepid Sword, or just to stream Zamazentas and just prevent Pokemon VMAX from attacking, essentially. So we are going to see him go ahead and grab that Zacian. He's probably just going to want to get set up here with that and knock out any potential 2-prize Pokemon that Andrew tries to combat Zamazenta with. For example, the Togekiss V. Okay, thank you. And we're just going to see Cade Intrepid Sword here. I'm just going to get that 1 energy. Andrew's going to go with a Marnie here. Both players will shuffle their hands, put it at the bottom of their deck, and Andrew will draw 5, Cade will draw 4. See Andrew here with that Capture Energy. He's going to search his deck for a basic Pokemon, and he's got 3 Sobble on the bench. So, that is pretty good. That's a crucial part to the setup. His deck is able to search a lot of cards, utilizing the abilities, as we just see right here, actually, the Shady Dealings from Drizzile, as well as the Togekiss VMAX's attack, which allows him to search his deck for any 2 cards that he wants, which is very powerful. He's going to allow him to try and combat that Zamazenta V in the active, which is going to be a little bit troubling for him this game. So he's taking his time here, deciding what he wants to get with his shady dealings, and he's going to enter. He's going to go ahead and grab that energy search and get a darkness energy into his hand. Now, something also to note here is that Andrew is playing one copy of the Path to the Peak card, which will also be able to shut off that Samazenta's ability and make it easier for him to deal damage to it with his VMAX Pokemon. And he's also playing the Chilling Rain Intellions, which are going to be able to stack up some damage on that Samazenta as well. So, jumping into Cade's turn here. He's going to go ahead and bench a Zacian. And we're going to see him research for 7 fresh cards into his hand. And we see him getting an attachment to that Zacian on the bench, and that is very important here. He wants to be able to develop multiple threats on his board to deal with Andrew's threats as well. There goes, excuse me, there goes an Intrepid Sword, and he does not find an energy, but that is okay. We're going to see that Chilling Rain Inteleon come down. That is going to be pretty relevant here, because it's going to be able to let Andrew knock out Pokemon in one hit, and that is going to be a big factor here. And we see he also goes for the research and gets his new hand of 7 cards, and we see a level ball as well. Looks like he's just going to keep chaining these Drizzile abilities here, which is really what I would be doing in this matchup as well, just trying to set up as many Inteleons as possible so that you're able to easily one-shot whatever Cade has. Because those Pokemon, while they are very strong, they don't have a lot of HP. And that is one of the drawbacks to playing 2-prize Pokemon in this format that is dominated by VMAX Pokemon. So those low HP Pokemon are going to be pretty liable for Cade here, and we'll probably see that becoming relevant this turn, I would have to imagine, as Andrew goes ahead, and grabs that card that we were talking about.
I don't think you did. You Dire Flame Wing?
I'm not gonna use it yet.
Okay. The one of Path to the Peak. That is the only one he plays. And in Cade's list, he plays 4 stadiums, so he's going to be able to probably bump that pretty effectively if he needs to. But a well-timed Path to the Peak and something like a Marnie could definitely spell some trouble for Cade. And we're going to see, once again, Andrew making use of that Dire Flame Wings ability on his bench, Valerian Moltres V, and something else to note is that Andrew does play 1 copy of Cheryl, and that is going to be shut off by the stadium card that is in play right now, Dynatree Hill, which does not allow either Pokemon to be healed for both players.
And then I will Orburn for the knockout.
We do see Andrew utilizing that Inteleon's ability on that bench Zacian to set up some damage.
His weakness is lightning.
And he does take the knockout here on the Zamazenta V. He's able to do that because it is not a VMAX Pokemon, it is just a Pokemon V. and that extra damage from the Inteleons, and from that Togekiss attack did help him in taking that knockout.
Put Dentry into play.
So now Cade here is going to promote that Zacian with 2 energy on it, and we're going to see him bench another Zamazenta. And he's going to go ahead and actually counter that Stadium right away.
Cards in hand.
Okay, so that was the big piece that he really wanted this turn, was to get that metal energy on the Zacian in the active spot. So now he's going to be able to use the Brave Blade attack to knock out this Moltres.
I'll play these
And
at the same time.
part of the problem with the Moltres is that, like we were saying with the Zacians and Zamazentas, it also has a very low HP, little amount of HP, and 220, I believe.
Then I'll break.
220 or 210, I believe it's 220. So either way, Zacian will be able to knock it out with 1 Brave Blade attack. And that is precisely what we're going to see happen right now. And there it is. So now it's Andrew's turn. We see him promote the Togekiss VMAX into the active spot. It has 2 energies on it, and now he's going to be able to utilize that Galarian Moltres V ability once again, now that he has Dark Energies in his discard pile. And here we go. A double evolution incense from Andrew here. He's going to go grab him 2 more Chilling Reign Inteleons, so he's going to be able to spread 60 damage per turn wherever he chooses.
I think Stu said something about this paperwork that people sign.
Yep, so we're going to see him evolve those 2 Inteleons here, and he's going to attach for turn to Galarian Moltres.
And then quick shooting once on Zom. And then I'm gonna max collapse for my
Sorry. Sorry about that, folks. I just dropped my input device. So now we're back, and like I said, we see Andrew here with the 3 Inteleons on his bench, and he's going to be able to do 60 damage wherever he chooses each and every turn, which is very powerful, and like I said, going to help fix some of that math for those knockouts, just like that Zacian. And just another reminder, this is a best of 3, so Andrew is down to 2 prize cards, and in game 1, but that does not mean that he wins just yet.
Take that back. I'm gonna air balloon and then Omri.
And we see Cade utilize that Metal Saucer card, which is a very strong card as well, to be able to power up his metal Pokemon that he runs in this deck, such as the Zacians, to keep using that Brave Blade attack. He's going to go for a Marnie here. We're going to see if he can pull off an attack in the coming turns. It's going to be pretty crucial here because Andrew is able to search his deck for any 2 cards he wants using that Togekiss VMAX, which is really going to put him in a advantageous spot. You see Cade looking through his hand here, trying to decide what he wants to do this turn. He does have that Zamazenta in the active, but
Yeah.
Andrew only has 2 prizes left, and he goes ahead and
He
passes.
could've
So it looks
just,
like
quick shooting
Andrew
on
is
there.
gonna have the game here with the
Yeah.
oh, that'll do it too.
The ability
Boss's orders.
to be attacked by VMAXs.
So Andrew's gonna go ahead and take game 1 here
Sounds sweet.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Cade.
I forgot.
And yeah,
So are
it
you
looks
going
like the
first or
players are
second?
discussing something at the table, but they're
I'll go
soon to be shuffling all their cards up. So
Oh yeah, we game 2.
I presume that we are going to be going to game 2.
Forgot about that.
I didn't know that. I have a chance. A small one, but a chance nonetheless.
You guys saw that right there,
Didn't
a
expect
big
it to
card
be
that
this
was
far,
in
so
Cade's prizes.
especially since I'm
that,
running a very
Rusted
like,
Sword. An
a
interesting
small
inclusion
fraction of
into
my
this
deck
deck.
is Pokemon.
A lot of Vization lists don't really have the space to play it, but
Interesting.
Cade choosing to include it
Really
in
think
his list
I
here
actually
today.
think, I don't think you're.
Very
I'll
interesting.
take it. I probably shouldn't say. I probably shouldn't say anything.
You probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're right.
Say no balls.
So the players are shuffling up here to
I'm
go
thinking, what if I just
ready
came
for
to the
or get ready for
tournament
game 2.
on Wednesday and then I
And
proxied in all my
if you're just joining
energies?
us,
I mean, you can.
this is the
That'd be
Winterbox tournament
pretty bad.
in Awesome
Not gonna
CCG
lie.
in Londonderry, New
I remember
Hampshire.
when after the game,
And
I
we are very,
built jump fluff yesterday.
very excited
CCG out.
to be streaming this event for you guys,
And I run
and
like 5 energies. And I
we hope you're
proxied
enjoying
for
it.
them,
So
I was like, alright, well, if I just lose. I
just a
lose
quick
right now.
update as well on the both players' decks. If you're just joining us, like I said, we have Andrew on the right playing a Galarian Moltres and
Yeah,
Togekiss
jump fluff
VMAX
is-
deck.
is
And on the
destroyed
left
by
we
Gardevoir
have
VMAX.
Cade
I learned that
playing
because you heal yourself with
a
Gardevoir VMAX. So I was like,
Vization
okay, well, this
Zamazenta
didn't-
deck. Andrew is currently up 1-0 in this
Really,
best
the
of
only
3
deck I play in online
semifinals
is the
top 4
Gardevoir
match
because it's fun to play.
Really?
here at
Yeah.
Awesome CCG. So, as the players shuffle up for this
I mean,
game
I
2,
built
we're
this
going to
deck
talk
in my
about
online
something,
game. Didn't do
um,
very well.
the meta of this
Surprisingly.
tournament. So the meta of this
There's one of
tournament was
those
really
EV
heavy
teams coming.
with
I wanna build Galarian
the
VMAX.
Shadow Rider
So
VMAX
good.
deck.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
And
so fun.
Very excited
Andrew's
about
deck
the
is a
PCB
really
line.
good counter to that. With that
I
Galarian
don't think
Moltres,
it's,
the
I think they're
hitting
just,
Shadow Rider for
so,
weakness.
okay, in the Fusion Strike
So,
products,
Yeah.
so usually in a
if you
pack,
able to make it
one
any
code
further in
card
this
per
tournament,
Pokemon trading card game online. Fusion Strike
probably going to be playing against a Shadow Rider deck as the other match. Top 4 is a Shadow
So
Rider
everyone
Lunar.
thinks they're updating the
So,
client or releasing
Andrew's
it.
able to
I
advance
think
here.
they're just changing the name
That
and
would be
changing
a
the
big,
but
favorable
Still,
matchup
if they're
for
just
him.
not,
my
then I'm
phone's gonna-
hoping. You haven't like seen the app on the other things though, so it might be coming to
So,
phones.
Like what?
It's safe to say Andrew did a good job of predicting the metagame for this tournament, and
I
it
hope
seems
you
like
could
it's
like
been
watch
working out for him
and
so far.
spectate.
So
That would be cool.
that would be
we
nice.
will see
Although, because they're doing the draft thing,
if he can
where they're
bring it
taking
home
like
in the second
decks
game,
from
or if this game
2015,
or this series is going to
they're doing old,
go to
but
3
you
games.
can't do that on CCGO because of the turn one supporter rule. Because in 2015 there was
So,
no turn one
Yeah,
support.
I know.
Players
The
didn't
players
have
taking their
so
time
they're either gonna
shuffling.
stream and just like talk about how terrible their
We can
client
also
is,
talk
that they can't
about
even, excuse me, they can't.
the
They have to just draw pass to
the
simulate
newest set that
sport,
just
but then
released,
certain cards don't work.
which is the
Yeah.
Evolving
And
Sky
isn't like,
set, and that is precisely
like
what
people
these
in, like,
players
Japan
are
when they
actually
play
playing for
TCG, they just
today
get, like, discounted,
for
like,
Booster
all the
Box 36 packs
I just saw
of
like
the
a
Evolving Sky
it was like a
set.
finals tournament and the guy disconnected
well, if
with
they're
like 1
playing
second.
Japan to
And
someone
some
in
very
the
interesting
US,
cards
yeah,
coming
that
out of
happens.
Evolving Skies.
That makes sense.
Very
So I was
expensive
like,
ones
dude
as
was about to
well.
win the game, they
We have
disconnected.
Rayquaza
And then his
VMAX.
turn passed because
We
ran
have
out of time.
Espeon VMAX.
You want to cut?
I believe
good.
Arbiter
I'll just have
VMAX.
time.
Boost to Shake.
Will you do the
A
same?
very interesting trainer card, reminiscent
I'll
of
do it too.
We need
the
to.
Wally support card.
Because I got enough time.
Tails.
No, it's because you.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we're gonna get going here.
I
I knew
forgot.
that.
I'm going first.
I'm not sure who's
Forgot.
going first. For some reason they're flipping. Usually the loser gets to choose.
Awesome got some commentary.
Maybe
What?
I think it's awesome got some commentary.
should communicate
Yeah.
that to the table. But nevertheless, Andrew's gonna get a mulligan here. And Cade, surprisingly, is going to not
When
get
I
a
get
mulligan
home, I'm
because
gonna
he only
watch,
does play 7 basic
watch
Pokemon.
his commentary, and
And
I'm
that's
just
pretty
gonna
impressive, actually. So
make fun of. I'm gonna pick
Well,
apart.
you know you can hear you right now.
I'm gonna pick apart every sentence he says, and I'm gonna break it down.
Is it cool if I take my mulligan?
Yeah.
Alright, so
You might actually
Andrew
respond if you're live right now.
going to go ahead and draw for the beginning of the game here. 7 cards, and it looks like he does have a basic this time.
Ready?
So he's going to put out his prizes, and we're going to jump into game 2
Draw for turn.
here of the semifinals at AwesomeCGG,
Bench.
the win-a-box tournament.
Attach.
Alright, so it looks like Cade did choose to go first in the second
Plus 70,
game.
right?
Yep. So it gives it 300.
We're going to see him get that
Mulligan,
energy
all interpretation.
onto the Zacian V. It's always something you like to see in the Pokemon trading card game, is attaching your energy for turn is very crucial. So we're going to see him utilize that Intrepid Sword ability. It looks like he
No,
hits an energy there.
Scrapper that on my sorry.
Very good for his first turn.
I mean, I did the same last map.
Alright,
So
so couldn't really ask for a better start from Cade. That's really all his deck wants to do. Just set up these 2 prize Pokemon. So and we're gonna see a Marnie here from Andrew. Bringing Cade down to 4 cards in hand, as Andrew gets to draw 5 new ones. He's going to utilize the Level Ball card, which allows him to search for a Pokemon with less than 90 HP, and he's going to start setting up those Sobbles, as we saw last game. They made a huge impact. That extra damage just being able to threaten one-shots on any of Cade's Pokemon is just a really big advantage for Andrew in this matchup.
draw. Touch.
Alright. So once again, we're going to see that that attack from the Togekiss V, which does more damage if it is attacking an evolution Pokemon. So that's not going to be relevant in this matchup, but it still has a base damage of
I'll bench that.
excuse me, 40. There's CK utilizing a quick ball here to grab another Zacian V on his bench. Already having 1 Zacian V with 2 energy in the active is really good for him here, as Andrew's board is not really developed that much. He only has that 1 Sobble. So we could see a quick game 2 here if everything goes well for Cade. He's going to utilize that Metal Saucer. And
Cards in it?
3.
does he only have, he must have 3 energy on that activation. I don't think I saw that, but he's gonna take a knockout for a great lead. Andrew's left with a lone Sobble in play, and he's gonna hold that to a Drizzile as we saw, and gonna grab himself a Research, just to reset his hand, try to get his board set up, as he is pretty far behind right now in this game. This format, something very important is that first couple turns, really in all of Pokemon TCG, just getting your board set up, trying to execute your strategy as much as
40.
possible. And we do see Andrew actually gets a slew of Pokemon here into his hand, so that is very good for his board setup. And he grabs a Sobble off that Level Ball, and he's going to go ahead and get 2 more V Pokemon onto his bench as well. So everything I just said, he did it.
Then I will pass.
So let's see if it's enough here. Something I don't think he has in his hand is an energy card. which is going to be
Cards in hand.
yes, and he does not. He's going to go ahead and pass over to Cade without attaching the energy, which is not very good for Andrew here. Don't want to be missing energy attachments in the Pokemon trading card game. That is definitely not something you like. So going over to Cade, we are going to see him utilize the switch card, and it looks like he does indeed have one energy hiding under there.
I definitely heard you put up that middle finger.
So for those who are not familiar, Zacian's attack is Break Break, 230 damage, and to be able to use it again, you're going to have to switch your Pokemon from the active to the bench and then back to the active again. So what this does is it resets the clause on the card that says you can only do it once per turn, basically meaning the card says you can't attack during your next turn. But if you switch out and switch back in, that is reset. So if Cade is able to switch back into active here with something like an air balloon or another switch card, he's going to be able to use that Brave Blade again this turn. Now, he probably would not want to do that because knocking out this Grizzile is not really too effective. And as we can see, he is going to utilize that Intrepid Sword ability. Does not find an energy, but he does have two Zacians, one energy away from being able to Brave Blade. So,
Actually, cards in hand.
while Cade has multiple threats on his side, Andrew missing that energy last turn is really crucial. He does not really have much on his board in terms of attacking power right now. He does have the Pokemon down, but he does not have any way to accelerate energy except for that ability on the Moltres, which takes 3 to attack. So he's not going to be doing that this turn, and I'm pretty sure he does not want to put a Togekiss V in harm's way either. So another turn of no meaningful attack for Andrew here is not what you want to see. And we do see him go ahead and play that Path to the Peak, as well as that Inteleon in the active spot, which he can utilize the damage spread ability. And we see a Marnie here from Andrew. He's going to shuffle the cards in his hand, put them at the bottom of his deck, and draw 5. And for Cade, he's going to draw 4. So an interesting timing on that Path to the Peak from Andrew because he only plays 1 copy. And for Cade, he plays 4 stadiums total. So he's going to be able to bump that pretty quickly here and basically negate Andrew playing it at all. Which, if it was me personally in Andrew's shoes here, I would have probably waited to play that Path to the Peak in combination with something like a Marnie, just to prolong its place on the field, because that Path to the Peak is going to be crucial for him to attack that Zamazenta with his Togekiss VMAX. It looks like he's powering it up right now. Alright, so Cade is going to go ahead and attach that energy to the activation, and he's going to get fresh 7 cards here with that Professor's Research. And something I forgot to mention was Andrew did indeed get that attachment on his Togekiss last turn, so he could look to set that up. Something he did forget to do is use that Dire Flame Wings ability. Obviously, he has Path to the Peak in play, but he could have done it before he played it. But he chose not to, which is interesting to me. Maybe he just forgot. But yeah, that's an energy he missed out on, unfortunately.
Under
And from Cade, we are just
2
going
rows?
to see
No, we have a 3 row.
that Brave
Next to the
Blade
dog crate.
knocking out the active Inteleon, and he's going to go ahead and go down to 3 prizes here to Andrew's 6. So Andrew here is contemplating a capture energy onto his active Sobble.
Don't take that one.
And it looks like one of the judges picked up his prize cards. He's probably complaining about something. Like, oh, I prized this or I prized that, you know. Not to assume, but, you know. If you're a Pokemon player, we've all done it before. So we're going to go ahead and see Andrew grab that Togekiss V, a second one onto his bench. And this is going to be really hard for him to deal with. The threat of all these 2 fully powered up Zacians on Cade's board is really threatening to Andrew. And he's going to go ahead and go opt for the Zamazenta V with a boss's orders here. I'm not sure I agree with this play, but it is a good time to hit into the Zamazenta because he does have the Path to the Peak in play. The only problem is he has reset Cade's Zacian's Brave Blade attack, which means all Cade needs is a switching out, and he'll be able to take a knockout on this Togekiss V and go down to 1 prize. Alright, so that is precisely what we see. Cade utilizing that switch, and he's just going to Brave Blade. And, yep, that is what he does here. Brave Blade for knockout on that Togekiss V. And it looks like Andrew is just going to concede here. Yep. Oh, that's what they were looking at. The judges and Andrew were looking at the 2 Drizzles in his prize cards. Very unfortunate for Andrew there. Not being able to utilize as many shady dealings as he would have liked, so looks like we're going to be heading into a game 3. And I presume Andrew would like to be going first. But we'll find out. So yeah, Cade just kind of overpowered Andrew in that game, set up multiple Zacians, multiple threats onto his board, and just kind of overpowered Andrew in that one. So we will have a game 3, which is always exciting. We never like to see games go over in 2 games. So yeah, you're going to see the players shuffling up once again.
There are people named Steve.
And get ready for this game 3. So for that last game, I think Cade kind of had everything that he wanted. You know, he had multiple threats on his board, ready to deal with anything Andrew had to throw at him. And having that Zamazenta as well was very threatening for Andrew, as he cannot attack it with his max Pokemon.
Yeah, how many Pokemon are you running?
He's commentating.
The main thing that really killed Andrew last game, though, is that not being able to set up as many Sobbles and Inteleons, because without that extra card draw and that extra damage output, one-shotting any of big Pokemon is going to be very tough. So hopefully for Andrew this game, he's able to do that, and we'll find out shortly here. Looks like the players are communicating, talking about previous games. Little smile from Andrew as his face cuts on screen.
You're going first?
Alright. Let's see if Cade gets a mulligan this time. He only plays 7 Pokemon, so if he doesn't again, that would be
Something I just
really
realized
fun.
is a limitless
Okay,
pairing
looks like he does
software.
this time.
Instead of pairing first and fourth, like he usually do, they put first
Andrew
against
is
second
going
and
to
third against fourth.
go ahead
But we're
and
gonna
start with a
keep
basic
this is how we're
Pokemon,
supposed
but
to do it.
that hand not looking too great for Andrew.
Right, I don't know why he did that. There must have been a setting I clicked or something.
Doesn't look like he has anything playable in that hand. I'm not sure what he started with, but if it's a Sobble, then he might be able to use those cards in his hand, but if not, looks like he doesn't have much.
Who won? I don't know.
He is also going to get that mulligan draw, so hopefully that will give him a live card. But for now, not really much in terms of setup or draw on turn 1. Alright, Cade's going to go ahead and draw once again. And another mulligan. So, kind of what I expected, to be honest. It's pretty awesome that he did not get a mulligan the last 2 games, based on his Pokemon count. And I actually played against him earlier in this tournament. He was making jokes about that as well. With this type of deck, you don't really want to have any reliable Pokemon on your bench, such as Supples or anything like that.
What were you
Really
saying about not
what you have to
mulliganing?
deal with here with all these mulligans, but
It's pretty bad.
once again,
Hopefully I have a Marnie in my opening hand.
so all that stuff I said about Andrew's hand, it's probably going to be fine.
Ditto V Max.
The amount of mulligans he's going to be able to take.
Ditto V Max where you're just playing your opponent's
So
deck.
yeah,
Wait, what?
not very
Where
exciting
you're just
stuff.
gonna play your opponent's deck.
Getting a bunch of
Oh,
mulligans,
yeah,
but
you're right.
if that's how your deck operates, that's
like-
fine.
It's just bad.
Definitely a
really
valid
is.
strategy.
Bad.
It's that one
It's
attack
very
from
meta
Clefairy
game.
without the 50-50.
If you're using a battle
Out with a couple different
you're
Pokemon.
done. If you're facing a Shadow Rider, yeah, that's
Not
just terrible.
you're not weak to anything like Urshifu. There's not gonna be little Pokemon on your bench that can be sniped or just killed
Same bag
or
you had
KO'd for
Yeah.
no reason.
I don't know
So,
how I haven't actually yet.
yeah.
One.
I drink a monster and like.
And it looks like Cade is going to
Yeah,
get
just-
a basic Pokemon. Yep,
Finish it.
that is a Zamazenta, and here we go.
You ready?
You guys are good to go.
Andrew going ahead and drawing his mulligans, and now he's got a lot of Pokemon set up. So let's see
Draw.
how this goes. Okay, Andrew's going first. There we go. Okay. And draw.
Pass.
So this looks really good for Andrew here. He's gonna attach to the Sobble, which is probably less than ideal, but it does give him a pivot if he's able to retreat. So I don't think, yeah, looking at his list here, he doesn't play any way to switch or reduce his retreat cost, except for one escape rope. So attaching to that Sobble is kind of what he had to do here. And it looks like Cade's just gonna, right on cue, go ahead and escape rope himself.
Birdkeeper.
Looks like he's just gonna set up those Samazentas. He's just gonna keep switching here with that bird keeper. He's gonna be able to switch his active with his bench and draw 3 cards. So pretty powerful effect. Looks Looks like he's utilizing, looks like a quick ball. Yep.
Yes, I saw it. That's awesome.
So yeah, another
That'll work well for them.
pretty solid start here for Cade. He really has everything that he wants on the board. He has his Zamazentas, and he has a Zacian to presumably use Intrepid Sword with. As I expect we're going to see here this turn. Yep. So doesn't hit an energy on that Intrepid Sword, but that is fine. He's still in a fine spot here. He has some energy in the discard to utilize Metal Saucer, and Andrew is not really putting much pressure on him at the moment. He doesn't have any energy attached to his attackers. So you're going to see Andrew try and get set up here with that Shady Dealings from that Drizzile. And his hand has a lot to work with based on those mulligan cards.
It's because it specifies that it's a trainer card.
Yeah, we'll see what he opts to go for here.
Computer search says search deck for a card.
You know, he just
don't
really
have
wants
to
to
reveal
set up
But if it
his
specifies a
attackers
specific
and
card type,
get
you have to
going.
reveal it to
So
show
he's
that
going to go ahead and grab a quick ball.
When the Sylveon card got
I
revealed,
assume he's
Sylveon
going to be going back in.
search your deck for an item card.
Probably to get another solver.
That you have to reveal it, like you can
You just want to have as many Inteleons as possible because that is what is going to net you those one-hit KOs on these Pokemon. Yep, and he is going to go ahead here and grab a quick ball and use it for, there it is, right on the money, another Sobble. So now Andrew's board is looking pretty much ideal. The only thing he's really missing this turn is an energy attachment, and looks like he's just gonna pass. Okay. I'm not really sure I agree with that. I did see that dark energy in his hand. I'm not sure why he did not attach it. Maybe he just forgot. But yeah. Especially in this situation, you know, Cade's not really set up yet, and every energy attachment matters, so I'm curious as to why he chose not to do that here. And there's Cade, he's going to go draw fresh 7 cards with that Professor Juniper. Looking through the options in his hand, he does actually draw that Metal Saucer like we were talking about. So that's going to be pretty useful to set up his Zacian this turn and get going on attacking. Unfortunately though, it looks like he's missing the last energy in order to do so. He has that capture. Actually no, he has that coating in his hand, so if he chooses to, okay, he's gonna go ahead and Intrepid Sword here, and that's my mistake. He actually already attached this turn. So yep, just gonna go ahead and do that. And now for Andrew, he's playing a bunch of Pokemon on the field. He's just exploding onto the board with 2 Evo Incense and a Togekiss and an Inteleon. So he's going to be able to search for essentially 4 cards this turn, or excuse me, 2 cards this turn with those 2 Drizziles. So we'll see what he opts to grab here. Presumably something that nets him some energy or a way to accelerate it. Looks like he's going to grab that quick ball, as well as the path to the peak. So definitely wants to be able to knock out this Zamazenta. He's gonna at least need to knock out one of them in order to take 6 prizes and win this game. So that path to the peak is going to be a crucial part of getting there for Andrew. And he's going to go ahead and get another Moltres. So Kate benching that second station, just it makes it a little easier for Andrew to win the game because presumably it's very, it's harder for him to attack the Zamazentas. But with this board state,
I never got the full story.
I just got this full story the other day.
probably going to be okay.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'll go first.
Energy switch.
And now he does get an energy. I must have been mistaken for thinking he had one last turn, which he did not. And there we go.
I'm just gonna cycle the level ball.
He's gonna go ahead and utilize that energy switch. And oh, that's a spicy card I forgot to talk about. The Tool Jammer in Andrew's deck. He's going to shut off all tool cards on Cade's side of the field, so those air balloons are not going to do anything.
Years of history passed down to the age.
So if he wants to retreat the Zamazenta and swing with Azation this turn, he's going to need to get a switching card such as a Bird Keeper or a switch, and it looks like he has two of them in his hand right there. He's debating on using it. I was not able to see what two cards Andrew grabbed with this token face, but getting two cards of your choice obviously is very good. So
I was very surprised at the amount of people that were playing this when I first started. Because, I knew nothing about it, and I played like.
and you see Andrew here, he's going to
Super casual thing, like cooking grass and stuff, so I was expecting like.
put his deck back
12-year-olds,
where he got it from, and Cade is on the offensive now with that Bird Keeper, like I was mentioning. He's going to be able to switch and negate that Tool Jammer from affecting him really that much. So
That's when I was like, oh, like, this wasn't just like a one-time.
we're also going to see him replace the Path to the Peak.
Might as well just go,
break lead.
6 hours away by car.
Yeah, I like watching all the parents go to internationals
And
seeing if you're like, wow, this is legit.
Yeah.
yeah, he's going to replace that Path to the Peak here. Going to get that giant tree hill coming onto the field, which is pretty relevant to part of Andrew's strategy. If he grabbed a Cheryl, and it looks like he didn't, so that Dietary Hill is going to mean Andrew cannot utilize Cheryl for the rest of the game, as he does not play any other stadium cards to bump that.
I would always get my like full ID team and be training them, and I was like,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't want to play. Like,
Andrew is in a tough spot here. He has an active VMAX that is very heavily damaged, and his opponent is not playing any VMAX Pokemon for him to take 2 prize cards on. So his path to victory here is pretty rough. He's going to have to hit through a Zamazenta, and he's going to have to knock out 2 stations to do so.
oh right, because it was Kyber.
That Zamazenta on the bench is already pretty heavily damaged, so it's not going to be too much harder to do to knock it out. So
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
Scarf Tyranitar on my team, and all day, nobody has been doing anything. Game 1 of top 8, I'm against an actual VGC player. My starting lineup is like, oh, anybody can do down cards.
see Andrew looking through Cade's discard pile here, just looking through what resources he has available to him left in this game.
That's like chess, but you have a million.
I pretty much.
And we're just going to go ahead and see him use that Togekiss attack one more time, drawing himself 2 cards.
And I think the community, in my opinion, tends to
Looks like he's going to grab himself a Boss's Orders
What I've seen.
for next turn, as well as
The one thing I was very happy about with Pokemon, I smelled plenty of
it looks like
It's usually not that smelly Pokemon.
That's true.
might have grabbed Escape Rope.
I feel like VGC is like that.
Well, yeah, because like I was playing in the melee for a little while.
All right.
And,
And as we know, Cade does have that second Bird Keeper in his hand, so he's going to be able to utilize that if you chooses to use Great Blade again this turn. See, he has it in the front of his hand. And there it goes. He's going to utilize that Bird Keeper. Pretty messy board state, but that's no big deal. So yeah, he's going to utilize the Bird Keeper. He's going to be able to put that Zamazenta in the active spot. And it looks like he's actually not going to go for a Brave Blade. Excuse me. Looks like he's kind of just going to sit here with the Zamazenta in the active and say, hey, what are you going to do to this Togekiss VMAX? And this is fine for Cade to do this turn. Just try to set up another Zacian threat on his bench, and he is going to hit a Metal Energy onto that bench Zacian. Now we see Andrew. He's going to knock out that Zamazenta on the bench and finish it off with some of the Inteleon's abilities now that he has 3 in play. So the comeback potential there is very important. And Cade is now all of a sudden not in a great spot. And look at this. This is not good for Cade here. And Andrew is going to go ahead and take 4 prizes this turn? No way. He didn't knock out that Zacian. He does, actually. There must have been 80 damage on it, I guess, from that first attack at the beginning of the game. So, yeah, Andrew's going to go ahead and take 4 prizes this turn. That is huge. Now the momentum has just swung in Andrew's favor by a lot. Cade still has that Zamazenta V. He's really just holding on for dear life here. If he doesn't have a Marnie or anything like that, Andrew just grabbed 2 cards from his deck. Any 2 cards that he wanted, which most likely going to go ahead and finish the game for Andrew here. So if Cade does not have a way to get rid of those cards, no matter what he does, Andrew's probably going to win this game. It doesn't look like Cade has it in his hand. He's kind of just thinking, like, what do I do here? And he's just going to go ahead and take the knockout. But as we know, Andrew just searched his deck for any 2 cards, and that looks like, and yep, he is just going to attach and use those.
Yeah, I realized I made that mistake with the speed energy.
Those quick shooting abilities, optimization in combination with the attack from Galarian Moltres, and that is going to be a knockout. So Andrew is going to go ahead and win this semi-final game here at the top 4 of the Awesome CCG Win-A-Box tournament here in Londonderry, New Hampshire. So Andrew will advance to the finals. I have not gotten word yet on who in the other game is advancing to the finals, so as soon as I figure that out, we will let you guys know. Maybe I won't be back until then.
Oh my god.
So yeah. Sit tight with us, guys. We'll be back with the finals coverage pretty shortly, I presume. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Been playing this game for like
And
3 weeks.
okay, maybe we're just getting right into it.
GSJ.
As it looks like Nick Hackaboard has won in the top 4, and he is going to be playing against Andrew in the finals of the Awesome CCG tournament. Just getting right into it here. So Nick Hackaboard on the left actually came off of a top 8 recently at the New Jersey CGU Fest, CGU TCG Fest event in Secaucus, New Jersey, a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, he's coming off a successful run at a semi-big event, not a sanctioned event, but nevertheless, Nick Hackboard here continuing his success with a different deck this time. The Shadow Rider VMAX deck, which is really what Andrew probably wants to see
Into the
with
AirPod.
his Galarian Moltres V engine in his deck.
Hot mic.
So yeah,
No flying. You're on the hot mic.
both players are going to shuffle up here, and we're just getting straight into it.
I
So
like how every chat message has been somebody in this building.
finals here,
Except for
Awesome CCG in Londonderry, New Hampshire,
Jamie
winner box tournament. Winner will take home the
so
box
what's
of the new Pokemon set, Evolved
I
Skies.
don't know. Oh, we'll be right back for the next round. That's what's on the screen.
is this
Andrew is
is
gotten
this
up from
off
the
of
seat.
the waiting screen?
We'll figure out why shortly.
Yeah, it is. We can see.
And Nick is shuffled up and ready to go here for the finals. And something also to mention is that both these players will walk away with something. The second place competitor will actually win $30 store credit to the Awesome CCG store, and the winner will win a booster box.
Hot mic.
So I'm not sure what the delay is about over here. Maybe Andrew's going to the bathroom or something. Yeah.
The audio's coming from them too.
Shadow Rider VMAX
I think they can hear the
and
game audio
Andrew's
and then
interesting
Alex's talk.
Togekiss
Yeah.
VMAX.
The audio from this mic
deck.
is like quieter than Alex.
Now, something interesting to note about Nick's Shadow Rider list, it is pretty interesting. He plays
Alex can hear you. He's probably like
3 copies of Great Ball,
Oh,
about
really?
it, like doing it.
1 copy
There's
of
like
Ditto
5 second
V,
delay
1 copy
where
of
what
Galarian
you say
Rapidash V.
here, he hears 5
and-
seconds later.
I think that's it for the spicy cards.
Is Alex's
It's a pretty interesting list. It's really just straightforward, all gas, no breaks, as they say.
That's us.
So
Word.
hopefully Nick can execute his strategy, and Andrew will try
Oh, that's definitely gonna
and combat it with his Torque type Pokemon.
Yes, there is. So that, I was like, I think that's a good idea. But yeah, I mean.
So presumably in this game, Nick is going to want to use that Galarian Rapidash to help the prize trade, as it also is not weak to Dark. And Ditto is not weak to Dark. And something I did actually forget to mention was Nick also plays Phoebe, which is not going to be relevant in this match, but you know, just a spicy card that is worthy of note. There we go, the players are ready to get started. And it looks like a mulligan from Nick to start it out. And it looks like Andrew has multiple basic Pokemon here. Not exactly sure who won the coin flip, but we will find out shortly. So once again, Nick Hackboard on the left playing Shadow Rider, Calyrex VMAX in the Sword and Shield to Showing the Rain format here at the Awesome CCG winner box. And on our right, we have Andrew Young playing Togekiss VMAX Galarian Moltres V. So it should be an interesting one. Players are ready to go. And we're off. So Andrew starts out with that. With that Sobble in the active spot. He's going to go ahead and utilize a capture energy to grab himself a Togekiss V. Like I mentioned last game, Andrew does not have any way to switch in his deck, like an air balloon or a switch or anything like that, besides one copy of Escape Road. So attaching to that Sobble turn 1 is pretty crucial to give him a pivot option to retreat. And here we go, Nick starting with that Crobat, not ideal. Probably the worst starter in his deck, but that is okay. He's going to go ahead and quick ball here and look through his deck, presumably checking for what is Blast. Alright, he's going to go grab that Shadow Rider V. He'll start setting up the board of Shadow Riders here. See if he can follow this up with a supporter or an energy attachment. Looks like he does have both of those things as he goes attached to the bench Shadow Rider and Marnie. So a pretty strong opening turn from Nick. The only problem is his board is not too set up. 2 Shadow Rider Vs is just fine for the time being, however. But his hand apparently doesn't look the greatest for this turn.
He was second.
So granted,
He was first.
Andrew doesn't play a Marnie or something of that sort. Nick's hand doesn't look too great going forward. And I'm going to see a quick ball getting rid of that dark energy. He's going to be able to accelerate using that Dire Flame Wings ability. Alright, Andrew getting his board a little more set up with that Sobble on the bench. And he's going to go ahead and retreat into the Togekiss. And he's gonna Dire Flame Wings to that Moltres. And just gonna pass here. So Nick top decks a Psychic Energy, which is a live card for him now that he's able to get out a Shadow Rider VMAX. So he's going to be able to utilize the Shadow Rider VMAX ability, which says you can attach an energy card, Psychic Energy card, from your hand to one of your bench Psychic Pokemon. If you do, draw 2 cards. So that is precisely what we're going to see here. And it looks like not too much else for Nick here. He's going to get a Fog Crystal. Going to grab himself a Basic Energy. And that really looks like it's it. He can start hitting into this Togekiss if he wants. Or he can spread out the energy if he wants as well. Because we do see that air balloon in his hand, so he does have the option if he wants to. Let's see what he does here. He's thinking. Nevertheless, I think you attach this energy. If you're not attacking, you attach it to the Shadow Rider V on the bench, and if you are attacking, then obviously you have to attach it to VMAX. It looks like you just get a pass here, actually. So he wants to save that energy to be able to draw cards next turn, which does make sense. So smart play here from Nick. Just hanging on to the energy so he's able to draw out of his dead hand next turn. And oh, Andrew's gonna go ahead and put down that path, so doesn't even matter. But Nick top decks the Research. That is a huge top deck here for Nick. Getting his hand out of the gutter here. Professor's Research for a fresh 7. He bumps the stadium and he gets an Evo Incense. This is looking like an explosion onto the board for Nick here. He's just going to be able to use 2 abilities attach.
For number 1.
another energy card from his hand to one of his Shadow Riders on the bench. So that's what we're going to see here. Underworld Door for 2 cards, and he's going to do it again as well. And you do see that Great Ball.
Wait, does Great Ball not get shuffled back in?
Oh, it does. I'm going back.
He's going back.
He finds a Crobat, but he's just going to choose not to take it here. And presumably he's going back in his deck as he did not shuffle it yet. So,
As you know, you quick ball.
Webby.
Kobe.
yep, he's going to quick ball away. Looks like a Phoebe. Not going to need that in this matchup. And he's going to go ahead and grab the Shadow Rider V, just getting another one set up. And something about this deck is that once it gets going, it snowballs really hard. You know, once you're able to get all your guys, all your VMAXs out, you can really get going very quickly. So here we see Andrew using research. His hand's a little bit awkward. Gonna go ahead and put a Tool Jammer on the active, which could hinder Nick's ability to attack this turn. We'll have to find out. And he's just going to go ahead and pass. So now Nick has 3 Shadow Riders abilities to utilize, and really what he wants to do here is find a copy of Boss's Orders and to be able to knock out that threat looming on Andrew's bench, that Galarian Moltres V. And if he's able to do that this turn, he is going to be in a very, very favorable spot. So, yeah. You see 1 Underworld Door. You see 2 Underworld Doors here. He can still fit out his deck a little bit with another Fog Crystal. That's exactly what he's going to do, and we're going to see the 3rd Underworld Door in hopes to find that Boss's Orders for the Galarian Moltres V on the bench. No energy in the discard to utilize Training Court. There it is, and he does hit the Boss's Orders. That is a huge draw for Nick here, and he's going to be able to take out Andrew's biggest and only threat on the board. So, yeah, really dominating board position for Nick here. He is just going to knock that out, and look at all those energies on his board. There's not really much comeback potential for Andrew. You know, Nick is really just bringing it to him at this very moment. He has 3, 6, 8, 9 energies on the board. He is hitting for a lot of damage. And all Andrew can do here is just boss up the Crobat. Hope Nick does not have a way to retreat. And spoiler alert, he does. We see that air balloon in his hand. Not playing it yet, but I presume he will. So he's going to go ahead and grab a Crobat. And there we see 2 air balloons coming down here from Nick. And looks like he's just spinning out his deck. He's going to go fail those 2 Evo Incense. Just trying to get rid of any cards he doesn't really want to see anymore in this late in the game. There's not really much else he needs to do to execute the strategy to win. All he really wants to be seeing is Boss's Orders and energy cards. Can you go ahead and count how many cards are left in his deck? there we see the boss's orders from Nick. So this puts Andrew in a situation where he cannot bench another 2-prize Pokemon because Nick might have another boss's orders to just win the game with. So it puts him in a dangerous spot. And Nick's going to go ahead and look at the rest of his deck, and he's just going to use that to shuffle it here. Alright, so, yeah, Nick is just in command in this game. And there's really not much Andrew can do. Even if he benches a Galarian Moltres V and tries to power it up, one boss's orders will just win Nick the game. And, yeah. And even he might just be able to knock out the active as well. I can't exactly see how much energy is on the active, but I believe that he has at least 10 in play, meaning he is able to knock out anything on Andrew's board. And yeah. So let's see here, 3, 6, 9. Yep, there's at least 10 on Nick's board, so he's gonna be able to make a knockout no matter what here. I don't know if Andrew realizes it. Maybe he is just hoping to retreat into a single prizer and try and prolong the game a little longer, but it's not looking good for him here as Nick's board is just too set up, it's too far progressed really for Andrew to make any sort of comeback now. Yeah, but we'll see. He's definitely going to try. I mean, Nick's hand is very large. I did not see if he has the boss in there or not, but he thinned out his deck pretty much as he could to be able to try and do that. Another option Nick has is that Alchemy VMAX, but I don't think he needs it because there he goes. Just counting
Someone in the chat
the energy. He's like, hey man, I can knock out anything on your board. And Andrew's just going to go ahead and concede the game 1 of the finals of the Winning Box tournament here at AwesomeCGG.
I personally really like the Charizard you sideboarded in. I think it really helps the matchup.
Alright, players are shuffling up for game 2. Nick really just exploded into that game. There's a ton of energy on the board right after top decking that research, which was a huge draw for him, and getting that boss that turn as well. So that's the advantage of his deck when you're able to draw that many cards and attach that many energies. It's really just hard to stop once it gets going. So yeah, the snowball effect worked in game 1. We'll see if he can do it again in game 2. Ideally for Andrew here, he's going to want to get a Galarian Moltres V with an energy on it as soon as possible to build up that threat and prevent Nick from being able to utilize his Shadow Riders, as the Galarian Moltres can knock it out in a single hit. Looks like he does have a pretty decent start though. Leading with that Alchemy V and that Shadow Rider on the bench. So Andrew here is going to go ahead and use that capture energy to get that Moltres out right away. And once again, this has been very relevant so far in the progression of Andrew's turns and his games that have been on screen here. Not having any way to retreat other than using your attachment for turn is really hurting him by not being able to get ahead in these games by just not having attachments, right? Not being able to power up his attackers, not being able to get a head
Yeah.
start
Well,
on that. So
on YouTube, it looks legit. So I'll take what
not
I'm
exactly
And
sure
then
if he
it
just
has like
attached
everything, like all the
something
features that have been
to
linked and stuff.
Yeah, it has the track list in the description.
his Moltres.
Damn.
Let's see.
Oh, the listen party.
Here we go. We got the stream open.
The only two parts he plays
Playboy
are
Cardi, Travis Scott,
Cool
and
Jammers. I'm not exactly sure who he's put on there,
No, no.
but
Oh, well,
it's gotta be a Tool Jammer, I have to assume.
Jay-Z on Heaven and Hell.
jeez.
And he's gonna pass, so
Father Stretch My Lights.
How long do they have Pokemon?
Wait, go to
Steven.
read.
He's actually gonna be
How
searching
many
for
hours do you
three
play for,
Salvus
like,
onto his bench.
If you play all 9 rounds, I think you're there.
Salvus
Yeah,
attack,
if you're there for all
which
9
is
rounds plus the
peak
next day if you
combo.
day 2.
Very useful for these decks that rely on the Antonion engine to just set up
Draw.
already
multiple
queued, get out.
solvers on your first turn going second. It works. It's a lot more effective in decks that are able to accelerate energy, such as in the Ice Runner deck. Attaching energy turn one to your solver, retreat, and then you're able to mount it.
Oh, Mike's right there.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and see Nick go for a different approach this game.
Yeah, I know. That was a joke.
He's gonna
Say
get
whatever you
that
want.
Alchemy VMAX onto his board. And he's going to research. Put that training court in play first, just to make sure he's able to get that energy back if he does not draw another one.
Shadow Rider.
And he's going to get a Shadow Rider here. And a Fog Crystal to follow it up.
Okay.
Not good.
Will Underworld Door. Court.
Alright. You see Underworld Door #1 onto that bench Shadow Rider.
Adornment.
And he's going to Training Court attached to his Alchemy. And it looks like he's just going to utilize that Adornment attack. Let's get 3 energy onto his bench and into play. So going for a little bit of a different strategy this game. Really kind of just, fell into his lap, starting that Alchemy V, kind of dictating his strategy for this game. And we're going to see on Andrew's turn, he is going to grab a bunch of Drizziles here, get 3 of them set up. And now he's going to be able to search for one more trainer card of his choosing, which is going to be a Quick Ball. So he's going to go ahead and Quick Ball for that Togekiss V. And he does get the energy onto the Moltres as well, so definitely what you want to be seeing here from Andrew. If excuse me, folks. Here's Nick. He's going to evolve that Shadow Rider on the bench.
Yep. Underworld Door #1.
So now he has 2 VMAX in play. And that is music to Andrew's ears as well, because he's going to be able to take those 2 Shadow Riders out to win the game. That is his path at this moment in time. You can see it on the board, and that's what he's going to need to do. So, like I said, missing that attachment on the first turn, well, he did get an attachment, but not having it in a meaningful place, such as an attacker, is really going to hinder his ability to stay with Nick's pace in this game.
Underworld Door 2.
Even if it was a basic energy or something like that, he could use it to energy switch later on, but unfortunately it was not. So yeah, we'll have to see. Nick's just gonna go ahead and Fog Crystal, and he's just rifling through his deck at lightning speed.
Great ball.
As they say, all gas, no brakes. And we're gonna see him utilize that great ball here. The top 7 cards of his deck, choose any Pokemon he finds there and put it into his hand. He's gonna opt to not do that. And instead, he's gonna opt to
That does not yeah.
60 plus 30 for your damage again.
use that Galarian Rapidash attack, which is going to knock out a Sobble. Excuse me, Drizzile, and that is exactly where Andrew's energy will go from that first turn. So, if he draws the right combination of cards here, Andrew might be able to get off an attack with the Galarian Moltres V, but Nick is just really set up so well, I don't think it matters. You know, he has that access to the attacker in Creamy, which is not weak to Dark, which will currently one-shot anything on Andrew's board right now, and he also has access to the Galarian Moltres, excuse me, Galarian Rapidash, to you know, try and set up some knockouts without giving up 3 prizes.
Some of your cards are upside down and they're different ways in your hand. I didn't know if you wanted to fix that.
Their cards.
And we're going to see a money from Nick here. Andrew's hand had a couple energies in there, but you know, at this point, looking at his list
I know you're not
and
cheating.
you know, knowing
People can do that to know which card they're going to look at.
exactly what Nick is also playing and seeing the board state here, there's really
Some cards are
not
upside
much
down.
in the way of comebacks for Andrew, unfortunately.
Well, and his hand.
So yeah,
No.
we're going to see Nick utilizing more Underworld Doors.
Played the Celosaur deck.
Just a very, very strong ability.
His cards are all in the wrong.
Accelerating energy and drawing cards at the same time. 2 of the most important things in a Pokemon deck, especially for this format that is relying on strategies that want to take 6 prizes to win the game. There's no real control variance or bench out variance. You know, there's never really been anything that super broken where you just bench your opponent out, except for like a donk strategy potentially in Expanded, but nonetheless, Nick's board is once again very set up, and I don't think there's any coming back here for Andrew, unfortunately.
I
So
told you had cards upside down, and I told
you
you.
know, we're not going to count our chickens before they're hatched, but
Any problems caused after that?
looking
It's not my
very
fault.
good for Nick Hackboard and his Shadow Rider Max deck right now.
Am I right?
And there's Andrew, gonna go ahead and grab that Inteleon from Chilling Reign. Allow him to put 2 damage counters wherever he chooses on Nick's board. And he's gonna go ahead and choose to put that on the Alcremie. Probably the best place for it at this point. However, I believe he would have been able to knock out the Rapidash if he put it on the active, so that is an interesting decision from Andrew here.
Nice play.
I would like to see him put that on the active, so that he can
You do?
take some prize cards at least and get some energy off Nick's board. And it looks like, I guess he already does enough damage. Oh yes, he has that powerful colorless energy. I forgot. See that's gonna boost it up to, or bump it up to 140 and take the knockout as well as set up some damage on that Alcremie. Alright, here we go with Nick's turn. sends up that Alchemy VMAX. He's also going to be utilizing that Ditto V. Very interesting card in this Shadow Rider list. The explanation behind it is pretty simple. So basically what you want to do is just have another Pokemon to attach energy to, really. And the cool thing about it is you're able to switch it out and evolve in the same turn. So
That was this turn, right?
Yes.
you know, just getting a Shadow Rider out as quickly as possible with that Ditto. Another flexible target for energy. Obviously, you're not able to underload door to it while it's a Ditto V, but if you transform it into a Psychic basic Pokemon or evolve it up into a Shadow Rider after the fact, then you are indeed able to attach to it with the underload door ability. So, we're going to see a quick ball, presumably just failing, and Robat 4, 5 new cards to the hand for Nick.
I will G-Max with
And like I said here, Nick's just really in a commanding spot here. Andrew has no energy on any of his bench Pokemon. And Nick's going to go ahead and take 3 prizes. All he needs now is a simple boss's orders to finish off this game, as Andrew does not have anything that can one-shot his Alchemy VMAX, so yeah.
I mean,
I think that's going to be it here. And Andrew's going to continue and try his best, but it seems like a fruitless affair, as Nick is just too far ahead in this game and really just overpowering Andrew in every way.
AwesomeCGG. Good, how are you?
He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Maybe he sees something I don't, but I'm pretty sure the writing is on the wall for this one. I'm not going to start celebrating yet, because I hate to be that type of guy. But anyways, we see Andrew here with the progressive research. And he's going to evolve to Togekiss. And I think he's just going to realize here that
Quick shooting on.
the writing is just on the map.
Yeah.
He's thinking about what he can do, and there really isn't much.
Pass.
Here we go. The
Alright,
opening
we're
the
going to
packs
see
on
2 more
stream.
quick shootings to that Alchemy.
They need the laptop.
But
Yeah.
Nick just shows it to him. He has the boss in his hand. Nick Hackaboard is your awesome CCG Winnabox #1
I think that deck is good. I
champion.
just do not think it is an optimal list.
With his Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck. Nick Hackaboard
No, I'm
is
actually,
the winner.
do think Togekiss
And
was
he's going to
good,
win
but
a
it's not
booster
affordable.
box of Evolving Skies. So
No,
thank you to everyone for tuning into the stream. Thank you for everyone who came out and played. We have weekly events every Wednesday if you are local.
Thanks for joining us,
So
folks.
come out and play.
And we hope to see you when we do future tournaments that we will be streaming as well. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And come visit us at AwesomeCGG here in Londonderry, New Hampshire. Bye, everyone.